There's no way to make that not in shadow. It's not. Oh, we'll see. I want to do an instrument. Over there. Just overpaired or what? There we go. Infinity Gaming. YouTube says hi. Hello. RXH789GB says hi. My garden memory says hello. Someone says flowers with T. T name. Alex says hi. Alex Egan. Okay. I'm gonna do that next part. Adventures with Aurora says hi. That's so good. Hello, hello. Aurora. Hope you're doing well. I think this is the best tool for what I need right now. It would be. Carlos, was it the bells in that I made from the Lizella clay? It was a while back, maybe a couple months, because I have those fired. Finally got those fired. Yeah, give me a second. So I had done the terraciclata or whatever it's called. It didn't work how it's supposed to. Like, it's supposed to be super smooth, but you can see there's cracks. But I kind of like it, so like, kind of sounds okay. It's bellish. This is another one. Let me see. That one sounds better. Oh, that one sounds real good. I like that one. And this one I don't think I can test because it's so big, but okay. Oh, I'm excited. I hadn't tried them yet. Those sound good. I mean, they don't have to be fired again. Those are cone, I forgot what. You like the second one the best? Yeah. So I was on the fence whether I wanted to fire them again or just leave them as is. And I was thinking about doing some kind of wash to bring out all those little cracks. But I think I may just hang them as is. But thank you. Yeah, I move slow on my projects, don't I? Anthony Ferreira, your email is Cobra. Oh, you say that this requires some mental toughness? How so? I'm not like planning anything. I'm just kind of going through and cutting at it. And then after this, I'll flip it over and see if there's any places that need more taken off. Veronica with the K says hi. Oh, it's redundant. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is the boring part of pottery, is the decorating. Cheapo tools. That was deep. Does the clay smell nice or what? It smells like earth. This time of year it smells okay. During the summer it can get like a moldy smell, but it's kind of too cold for it to get moldy in the buckets right now. Tammy says hello. Mary Kay says wow. Tammy says hi. That's good for this far. Make some sense of this. sharper tools. Would I write your name? It's from my mom. If I did, I would just cut it off because it's from my mom. So, no, I would not. Not these. And then if I do it for you, then other people are gonna want me to do it, and then that's what this is gonna be, is people asking me to write names on things. And what I need this to be is me. Oh, see, that's weak right there, and that's just, We'll see how this goes. If I mess it up, yeah, I'll write your name on it. Sorry, Carlos. Ahmed says, yo. He'll just ignore them. I asked first. It's tempting. It's tempting. I'm thinking. I'm thinking I need to leave that. I don't know, man. Maybe. Oh, that would be weird, Carlos. You know, I knew a... No, I'm not gonna tell that story. No. Ali Mimi So likes it. Cool. No, I just knew a woman who had your name tattooed on her butt. And she would bet people in the bar. She'd say, hey, I bet I have your name tattooed on my butt. And it usually worked for her. That's, I think I'm just gonna. Clean this out from the inside. Well, she's a little older than me, Carlos, so she's probably, I think she's 45. And she lives in Florida. But I think she's married now. I don't know. There's so much to come off of this. All right. Oh, this is a plant pot. Thank you, Grather. Grathar? Mimi, Ali Mimi gets it. Thank you. And Carlos, the hole is for the plant. So this is a plant pot, and it needs something to, it needs to be able to let the water drain out somewhere so your plant doesn't get root rot. Because this is a plant pot. I gotta get my foot off that pedal before I mess myself up. Carlos, what is my hardest project with clay bin? It's actually one I haven't finished yet. I would say up till now the most difficult one I've done and completed is the statue I made for my mother. It was a play on like Russian dolls, you know, the dolls that stack inside of each other. So I had 3 forms that all like stacked inside of each other, but you could also see through them. And I hadn't done anything like that before, like because it involved fitted forms, because the 2 pieces had to fit together, and then also nested forms. That means pieces that go inside of each other, which is, it's all kind of, you know, it's some figuring. So I would say that would be the most difficult project that I've completed. The one that I haven't completed yet because it's hard and I need to get back at it is this design I've got for a bird feeder. So it's two pieces. The bottom part, which is the beam, right? And you can see how like seed will come out the beam and then have like a little lip for the bird to sit on. I don't know how well you can see that. And then this is the second part, which I can also place like seed in for birds that eat differently because different birds eat differently. And I've thrown it a couple times now, but I keep messing it up. And part of the reason why is because I'm trying to throw it as two pieces rather than multiple pieces that I assemble. And I need to throw a shape that I can use to trim it, because that's when things start going awry, is when I start trying to trim the UFO part. K person with the name I can't pronounce says hello. Ali Mimi, how do I get something like this for myself? Where is the link, please? What about if I need my design on it? I don't sell my pottery. This is all just for fun for me. So that is not something I do. There are a lot of good potters out there. I don't know about, yeah, I don't know if you could probably, if you had a custom order, Swan City Ceramics. They have a shop. Mir Pottery has a shop as well. These are people I've met through YouTube. Actually, he just had an order, so he could probably be someone too. And Carlos, oh, so you like my UFO one? Yeah, this is just therapy for me, Allie. Just a good time, just a hobby. Yeah, I really want to get that bird feeder done, but I just got to think a little bit more. I think I'm going to end up doing it in multiple pieces that I assemble. Rather, how long have I been doing pottery? I have been doing pottery since September of 2023. And that's how long I've been recording myself doing pottery as well. Because that's what I'm doing here, is I'm recording myself. So is this how God carved Adam? I have no idea. Hopefully that involved more planning than what I'm doing. I'm kind of winging this one. Star for Mooey. Likes the pot. Thank you, Mooey. Star for Mooey. Gotta be careful here. What's on my wrist? Uh, so I was gardening yesterday and I've been trying to take out these vines and I am allergic to something in there. And so I have hives. I have hives on both wrists. I have hives on my neck. And these are the ones that popped up first. And I thought they were ant bites. And I scratched at them a whole bunch. And then they exploded. Um, so yeah, I have hives. That's why. The Band-Aids keep me from itching them because they itch so bad. So bad. And like, I know what vine I react to. It's this stuff called Virginia creeper. And I wasn't even trying to rip that out. Like, whenever I saw it, I picked up the vine and I just kind of moved it to the side so I wouldn't tear it up or get any oils on me, and it still didn't work. So it's a bandage to cover it up. And this one's almost done, I think. I may take some more off in some places. Gonna leave the lip like that. So yeah, fun times, fun times. Honestly, I could take some more off the bottom here because this pot still feels heavy. I know this is the most exciting thing. You just can't see it on the camera. They're definitely there. Sometimes I take big gouges and it makes me nervous. Hey! Hey, Shuriken. Do you hear the pronunciation difference? Am I doing it right, Shuriken? Shuriken zone. Thank you. Kind of turning out all right, isn't it? How have you been doing? Today's okay. It's beautiful weather. Oh, Shuriken. I think you were. Did you see the clay from Lizella? And for everybody else, Shuriken's also in the same state as I am. And that's the same state where this clay comes from. So I'm gonna have to take pictures of it. This isn't really doing it justice. It's such a pretty color. Why didn't you get the same enthusiasm as Shuriken? Well, I don't know if you know Shuriken, but he's a really awesome person. And we've known each other a minute now. Both we run into each other at other Potters streams, and he has a really cool channel about Shuriken and tea and carving spoons with like a Twilight Zone vibe. And I haven't seen him in a minute. The weather's gonna get hotter tomorrow. What's it up there? What temp is it up there? Man, we didn't make it to Netherworld this year. I want to take my niece and nephew so bad. It'll have to be next year. Yeah, this is getting get better weight. Sure he can. That's funny, Carlos. Yeah, we didn't get to go because we had a puppy that was sick and dying, and he died, and so we didn't go anywhere because we were both sad and depressed. But we're kind of getting out of it now. So that's part of the reason why I haven't been on very much lately. It was hard. So hard. We used to go all up into this pandemic. We would go every year. So we went like 3 years in a row. And I think one year they had this tube that like spun, or maybe it didn't spin, but it made you feel like it was spinning. It was some kind of weird optical illusion. It was hilarious. I mean, it was crazy, but I think Netherworlds is something like everyone should experience. But I can see how it'd be difficult to like top it every year after year. Plus, they put they invest so much into what they have that you're going to end up, you don't want to not use it again. All right, I'm not going to push this anymore, I don't think. I say that, and then I'm going to push it some more. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Shuriken. Thank you. That was my baby gator. That two things becoming a fixture? Cool. That's good to know. It's that was cool. I enjoyed that one. Were the lines bad this year? I guess they're bad every year, aren't they? All right. I'm going to, I think I'm going to take a sponge and try to smooth this out a little bit. Lightly. Carlos is mad. I'm sorry, Carlos. I don't think I missed something you said. Nope. Whoa, I didn't know that. That's cool. All right, well, this is not doing what I want it to do. It's like dulling the texture. But I kind of need to soften it a little bit. I think I'll just do it like this because I don't want any sharp edges. So like you have time tickets, so it's almost like a movie theater? Dude, one year we went, and it's like a 2-hour drive for us. So we went, we normally get dinner before, and then we go and stand in line, but we went once, and it was like a 6-hour wait. And we just turned around and left. I'm like, we're not doing that. Yeah, knowing that I have time tickets, well, that makes it a little bit easier. That's cool. I'm damned and determined to go. We had figured out the trick is either go really, really early in the month or really, really like after Halloween and then go during the week. Like during the weekend is just not the time to go. It's definitely a good time. It's cool. The animatronics are just insane. And we're both big horror fans, even though I don't like to be scared. I'm just smoothing everything out so it looks a little bit better in here. Oh yeah, it was dumb. Like that time that we went and it was like a 6-hour wait, it was a weekend. Like, no. Yeah, but I don't think my sister and her fam have been yet. They went to a different one, so It's gonna happen next year. We're gonna go. Because I think that would always be fun, taking someone for the first time. All right, I'm gonna call this one done, even though it still feels a little heavy, but it'll be all right. I'm gonna get my next one. Have I seen the new Frankenstein? No, I haven't, but I saw it and it's Del Toro, so you know it's gonna be, you know, at least at minimum beautiful. Hold up. Oh, let's get this one. Have you seen Weapons? And they're like tweens too, so that's what makes everything always more fun. Oh, have you seen Weapons? The same guy, the person who directed Weapons also directed Barbarian, I believe. I'm pretty sure. I think so. But it's got who's that? Josh Brolin in it? It's on HBO right now. Anyway, it was probably the last more horror movie that I watched. I was like, damn, that's good. That was real good. Let me know what you guys think of it. It's really good to go in not knowing what to expect. So I won't say anything about it. Other than that, we both really enjoyed it. It's still wet. I could probably just attach it as is. Ooh! Oof. No, we gotta be able to slide it. Oh, it's gonna be too wet to trim. In fact, I forget this one attached and I pull out the other one. Oh yeah. If you haven't even seen a full trailer, because I saw all the trailers and I still didn't. I was still like, what? It was good. I've been wanting. We keep like a record of all the movies that we watch, and so we have this little notebook, and like our strategy for as a couple watching movies, making sure everyone always gets their pick is that every time we watch a movie, one of us presents the other with 3 choices, and then that person chooses from the 3 choices, and then we trade off each time who presents the 3 options or whatever, and then in a notebook we keep track of it, and the person who chose the movie ranks it. Um, and it's anywhere from an F to an S. So, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, or A, B, C, D, F, and then S if it's special. Um, I think weapons is S. So I'd have to watch it again to confirm, but I'm pretty sure. Man, I like, I used to be terrified of horror. Like, I actively avoided it. And then since Sean and I got together, he slowly converted me. And now I love it. It's like we just saw, have you seen Substance yet? Or The Substance? What do I do with my thingies? Here. Okay. The Substance with Demi Moore. That was good. All right, I'm gonna add that to my list next time. That'll be the ones that I put up. Yeah, so this is actually our full strategy. So in this notebook, you will find the date that we watched the movie, the title of the movie, whose choice it was, and what service we watched it on. So we just do like an initial for each of those, for the service and the person, and then you'll find the grade, and then the person who didn't pick the movie, like, or selected the movie from the three or whatever, writes a one-line description of what the movie was. So yeah, we've been doing this now since I think 2017 or 8. No, 2000. I think maybe 2019 is when we started. 2018 or 2019. Oh man, I got distracted and I bent these, so I don't know if this is right anymore. I don't think it is. Oh, I think it'd be closer like that. Because I can't ever remember what we watched. Is it guarantee that I will forget? All right, we're just gonna say that's inside of the foot. I'm gonna call this outside of the foot. Yeah, one of these, like, I keep on saying I want to put it in a something that's searchable, because like sometimes we'll be like, when did we watch that movie? And it's always way farther than what we thought. And we're like, we just watched that movie, right? And then we go through and look, oh no, that was like 2 years ago. Um, but I think we're already, I don't know, it's cool. It's fun. I enjoy it. The things that you do when you've been with someone for a while. I forgot why. I think we started it because I couldn't ever remember what we watched. Oh, and because we couldn't keep track of whose turn it was. Whose turn it was to pick the movie, because we started doing the trade-off way before we started doing the notebook. And we kind of slowly added stuff. Like, we didn't have all that information the whole time. We usually just kept at first the person who chose it and the service that we used. And I think we did one sentence description. So we just added stuff over time. But it's been fun. It's fun to go back and look at things. But yeah, The Substance was really good. I mean, I also read for her, like, I think a studio offered her a lot of money for it or something, but they wanted her to make changes, and she's like, I'm not making any changes to this. Like, she had a vision, the director, and man, she made it happen. It's another movie where you're like, what is going on? So That's cool. Keeping a journal. I've never been good at it. I have one that I write in like when major events happen and stuff. Um, and then sometimes just for like, uh, okay, yeah, that's it. For mental health. But I'm also really bad at it, so I have like a dozen not dozen, but I have like 4 notebooks, and they have all different like it's just chaos. When the director really gets to see their own vision through, it usually tends to make a very positive difference in the film. Yeah, yeah. It's funny. Sometimes you can watch something and you're like, that is exactly what that person intended to make. Yeah. So I don't remember the woman's name. I think she's French. Yeah, she's French. And I will definitely be keeping an eye out for her and watching more of her stuff. Jordan Peele's always up there. I love Jordan Peele. Who else? Oh, we also like that guy. What's his name? Flanagan? He does cool stuff. I don't know if I'd always call it horror. He definitely likes to lean into the trauma. But it's a common theme in horror, so can't really knock him for it. Oh, and Carlos is back. Bong Joon-ho, yes, he is also spectacular. Parasite, Snowpiercer. Wait, Snowpiercer, is that what it's called? The one with the train? There's some good backstories too about him having to fight to get what he wanted in the film. So this pot is like not really ready for this to be trimmed, but I'm forcing it. I'm sure it's not going to hurt me down the line. I'm sure it'll be fine. What am I doing? I need to get this bottom off, but I think I'm going to let it dry a little bit more. I don't know, we'll see. Oh, Jordan Peele, I do agree on that. I would say the stuff that he writes and directs is my favorite. Nope, Get Out. Was it Us? It wasn't Us. What was it? It was my favorite one too. The one with where there's a family where everyone has duplicates of themselves down below. His screenplays are really well written too. They're like, I don't know. You can when you read a screen. Well, I can't say all of them. I read Nope. And you can just tell like there's a vision throughout. Like when he was writing, it's not just the script. It's like he could see them. I don't know. I don't know. It was really good. I like it when things are layered too. When there's like a lot of like little Easter eggs and things, references to catch that make you want to watch it again. Yeah, I do. I don't. There were some good actors in it too that I enjoy, but yeah, overall I was disappointed with the new Twilight Zone. We watched it. I think we only watched the first season. We didn't watch the second one. Yeah, his uh, narration was spot on. It was perfect. But like the actual stories themselves, like I don't know, it didn't really have the same kind of feel as the original, but sometimes it's hard to recreate something. You should just let it lie. And see how much this clay is like sticking. Yeah, I agree. I mean, hey, dear, I hear you. Do you agree that you were disappointed in the new Twilight Zone?
The new one with Jordan Peele?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't watch season 2, did we?
No, we only watched season 1.
I thought it was good.
It was good.
It's hard to live up to that.
Yeah.
But I thought it was entertaining.
Look at that pot.
Yeah, it's interesting. You took chunks out of it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
You guys going on a walk?
Stretch.
All right, dear. I'm just gonna start taking chunks out of it. I think this one, I'm not gonna go all the way to the top. Maybe I will. He is gone. He went for the walk. All right, I'm gonna try maybe this tool. No, I don't like that one. It's too small. That's another good horror movie that we've seen lately. Barbarian was good. Have you seen Barbarian? Because I don't want to like cause any I don't want to be any spoiler person. Did I already talked about this? Experiencing Carlos, have you seen Barbarian yet? Because I'm gonna say some stuff and I don't want to spoil it for somebody. So, in the beginning, with Bill Skarsgård's there with that lady, who, you know, he's in her Airbnb or whatever, and they're having all those conversations, and you know, he's that was close. You know, the director's kind of like led people to believe that Bill Skarsgård's bad. Well, I guess the writer director guy, he read a book that was about predators or whatever, and like things to look out for, like what women should look out for when you're going, like, um, and then he made sure that that dialogue hit every single one of those uh, points, like one of those things to like look out for, and that's why that conversation's so creepy. And then my favorite part of the movie is when Bill Skarsgård's head just gets smashed. And I know I'm laughing, but it's like even after they smashed his head, like, and it was obviously Skarsgård wasn't the bad guy. Like, my brain was still going back. Well, maybe it is him. You know, maybe he'll come back or whatever. I don't know. I thought that was excellent writing and just a good job. Just a good job because that was the point, and it was almost like he was like smashing it into your head that no, Skarsgård is not the bad guy. And also the scene where Justin Long is like going through the house and then sees the creepy torture room and then is like still out talking to his realtor about how much the house is worth. Oh, that's funny. It probably depends on the film, I think. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. About what's going on in the film, like Sixth Sense, I knew like immediately. I was like, "What? This guy's dead." But no, that got me. But I'm also a big chicken in horror, so I'm usually like, uh, in complete fight or flight when I'm watching horror. Big chunks. Have you been watching the Dairy? What was it? Welcome to Dairy? Uh, I'm pretty good at avoiding. I live in a bubble. I don't remember. I think I saw it in theaters though. I don't remember when that came out. Carlos, am I gonna be making the same pattern? I don't think I'm gonna go all the way to the top with this one. So these pots are for my mom. She has this plant stand. Then I said, hey, I'll make you some pots. And after I started making her pots, her realtor gave her a pot with this texture on it. And then she put it on that plant stand. So I need to figure out a way to make the pots that don't have this texture somehow go with these that do. And I think my plan for that is to not have the full texture on these, and it'll just be partial on this one. If I remember to stop. So yeah, they're supposed to be part of a set, so that's why I'm repeating it. Plus, you never know when one's going to die and just fall apart. Or maybe I'll just keep those pots for myself and then make her more like this. I don't know, we'll see what she wants. Yeah, we've seen 2 episodes of Dairy now, I think, 2 or 3. That's good. It definitely sticks with the horror themed. I've had my eyes closed for a lot of it. But HBO usually does really well with series. I don't think there's been too many that I've been like really disappointed with. Oh, switching subjects. Are you guys gonna watch the what is it called? The Age of Disclosure? It's coming out soon. I think on the 26th. Jacobus says hi. Yeah, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that McKill will be kind to these as well. Because I am gouging these. I'm really nervous. Shuriken, you have a awesome week. Thanks for stopping by. It's good to talk to you again. Ah, Carlos, there's a whole 7 other people. I greatly underestimated how much time this was going to take. I thought this would be quicker than trimming. What's my next model going to be? Like my next form? So I do need to work on that. I want to do the bird feeder, but I need to think more on how I'm going to do that. I also have a memorial for my dog planned out. I may start working on that, though I can't really put it together until the place above his grave, the ground settled. But I can show you that in a sec, what I have planned for that. I just pushed it. I think that one was too much. So this is the plan for my dog. So let's look over his little grave and a little pyramid. So I plan on making that out of individual bricks and then putting it, like laying the bricks in a pyramid, because I don't have like, I'm not gonna make a big pyramid. So it'll be bricks assembled into a pyramid around a metal pole, and on that metal pole will be closed form. So this is actually a bunch of rings with like a ball in the center, which I did a prototype a couple of days ago for. And so how those work is that it's a clay shape with a hole in both ends, and it sits on top of these. And then I'll use his food dish up here to make like a little crown and little bells off the side. So that's a pretty massive project. That's a lot. So this winter, I'll probably start on the bricks because those will be hand built. Because it's getting time of the year where I can't throw anymore because it's too cold. And so I figured that would be a good project this winter. Hopping into something of the sorts, maybe woodworking or something to do with metal. Oh yeah, anything's easier to pick up these days. YouTube makes everything easy. Well, it probably depends on the type of learning. Yeah. It's making me so nervous. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. Losing a pet is freaking hard. It doesn't matter how old they are, how long you've had them. It sucks. He was my baby. I mean, both my dogs are my babies, but I had Gator for 15 years. And for 6 of those years, it was just me and him. What kind of dog was Snowy? She was real hairy and different. I never saw his parents, but they said the ladies I got him from said he was a Maltese and pug. He was about 10 pounds and was the most entitled dog you'd ever met. That dude, he was funny. He had so much attitude for being as tiny as he was. I have one dog now. I'm still getting used to this, but Hobo, our other dog, he's 50 pounds, and he was scared of Gator. But he's also scared of other dogs too. But Gator was the boss. Gator made all the rules. And man, I used to take that dog with me everywhere. I took him to the Grand Canyon. I took him on like road trips. I used to take him deep sea fishing with me. He was stubborn, so stubborn to the very freaking end. Oh yeah, he's still around. He's still here. know he's fine and all that, you know, and he's off in a better place. It still sucks to miss them, though. It's always like, when it happens, you're like, why did I get a pet? This is so much pain. I never want another dog again. And my other dog's looking at me like, he's like, are you guys gonna stick me in a hole now? But just enjoy them where you got them. I think this is gonna be my last one. I think I'm gonna wrap this back up and let it dry some more, and then trim that base more next time. Because I have a feeling the other one that I have out is probably gonna be as wet, if not wetter than this one. I know I said I wouldn't go over the top. I also, like, if you watch me enough, Carlos, you'll see that I do things like, I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop now before I mess it up, and then I don't stop. I'm very addicted to the process. Like, it just feels good to touch clay. And even though I have like 4 pots thrown from Mom back here that don't match this texture, I would probably just rather throw 4 more and do this again. Because, I don't know, man, it's just fun. It's fun to make. But yeah, I don't even know, I don't think I'll smooth this one out yet. I'll probably just... because I gotta clean up. So I missed that whole spot right there. Yeah, I said I was gonna stop and I didn't. It's just so hard. Alright. I'm gonna stop now though. See how soft this is? Like, it's still so bendy. Yeah, that needs to be put up for a bit, wrapped up, and let it dry some more. So I will be calling it. That is the end of today. Oh. Well, thanks for hanging out. And I hope everyone has an awesome day. Thanks for the likes.